Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Ryan, and today in this video we'll be talking about some new information regarding the map, Der Eisendrache, and how everything kind of ties together. Now, what I mean by this is there's a lot of information in the campaign mission, I think it's the third mission, in the data vault that actually kind of foreshadows this map, and I'll be putting all these pieces together, and I'll actually show you guys how Treyarch let us know what the DLC number 1 was going to be on day 1 of the release. Anyways, guys, this is an old sort of video. This information is old. It's been there since the 9th of November, but I've not seen any videos on this. So if there is a video out there, guys, I'm sorry, but I've not seen anything on this. So without further ado, let's get started. I want to say quickly that if you guys want to donate to my charity, I'll be giving money, 100% of the proceeds, to 3 local no-kill animal shelters. There's a link at the top of my description, and as of today, every donation will be going right to those charities. Thank you guys all for donating, and let's get started. So with that said, the first image will be here on screen. Now this is actually from the data vault, and you hack the data vault by, I think, going into the third campaign mission and putting in, the code. I believe that's how you do it. I've actually never played campaign, but from what I've read, there's a data vault in the third mission of the game. You put in a code, and then you guys are into the data vault. Now, one thing here in particular stuck out to me, and like I'm saying, just because it's zombies. And on screen now is basically what it is, but the top image, I just cut it off, but it is Morse code, and the bottom image is what I really want to talk about, and this is the translated version. 404 not found, the Imperialist found us, flee while you can. Go to the city of Walcourt for more information. There you will find a market. Seek out the man with the red scarf and tell him the giant has risen. More information will follow. Please join us on 9/5 of 1963. So when I'm saying 1963, I mean if you guys take out all the zeros, you have 9/5/1963. This, first of all, sticks out to me because this is a date, and this is one of the very few dates in the data vault that isn't in the future. Now, I understand that, please join us on. It could just be, some kind of code to, decrypt. But as one person on Reddit said, if you guys take out all the zeros, you have 9/5/1963. Now, as we know, Der Eisendrache is coming out in February, so it wouldn't make sense for the DLC release date, but could this possibly be the day of Der Eisendrache? Now, I know there's been a couple, I think it was Verrucht for sure and Shinonuma. They had specific dates that happened, and I just think that this could be something tying back to the World at War days of zombies when they actually had a very detailed story going down to the last day. Now, the next thing we'll talk about is the Imperialists have found us, flee while you can. I'm not quite sure what this means. I mean, the Imperialists are like the Japanese Empire, but every zombie map we have each person fleeing from one map to another, basically, or moving on from one map to another. Now it says, go to the city of Walcourt for more information. There you will find a market. Seek out the man with the red scarf and tell him the giant has risen. First of all, it says more information will follow. So there's stuff to, come, which will be DLC trailers and stuff like that. And the really thing that kind of got me thinking was the giant has risen. That's like the first quote in Der Reese. Like, if you guys read the little map description, it says the giant has risen. That just is not coincidental in my mind. Now, second of all, guys, the city of Walcourt I'll be talking about in a minute, but Der Eisendrache is based around a medieval castle, and it's based around kind of like the medieval time. Now, when I think of this, I actually think of RuneScape, because if anyone here played RuneScape back in like 2007, you guys will know that when you guys go on a quest, that game is based on like a medieval time. You guys have swords and castles and stuff like that. You usually have to meet up with someone. They don't really tell you he's in a red scarf, but they tell you like distinctive things to look for, and he'll provide more information to continue on with your quest. Now, when I think of zombies, I think of a quest to end the zombie horde. So even though it's a RuneScape reference, guys, could this possibly be we're actually going to this castle in Walcourt to find this person, and he may have information on how to either stop the horde or how to progress. So the next image on screen is a reference back to the Weevilberg Castle, which was, I was basically talking about this in a huge storyline video, but it's the Black Sun cult origination point. And as you guys see here on screen, from Weevelsburg, where the castle is, to Walcourt in Belgium is actually not that far relatively, because it's only 280 miles, and we see that zombies goes all over the place. I mean, we go from, France to Germany to the United States. So in the grand scheme of things, guys, 280 miles is not that big of a difference. And finally, if you guys Google Walcourt castles, this castle actually pops up, and the thing on Wikipedia says it's an old-style castle. I think it was built in 1674, and it's on top of an elevated hilltop. Now, that's just kind of cool because in one of the shots on the Der Eisendrache trailer, we actually see what looks like the castle entrance, and then there's a walkway, but it's an elevated walkway. So you're basically walking uphill to the castle entrance. even though this castle doesn't look identical and it looks a lot smaller than the one in the game, I really want to believe that this is the castle that the Der Eisendrache is roughly based off of. Just with how it says the elevated hilltop, I mean, you guys kind of see there is a lot of elevation. There's even one of those trolleys like on Mob of the Dead. So you are on an elevated hilltop. You're above the city, and it just makes a lot of sense when you guys kind of think about it in the grand scheme of things. So with that said, do you guys think that this data vault leak or this hack way back when the game first came out was an indicator of Der Eisendrache? And second of all, do you guys think if this is an indicator of Der Eisendrache, is there other stuff in the map, especially campaign, that's referencing future DLCs that we don't know about yet? And if you guys don't think that this is for Der Eisendrache, what could it possibly be for, and why is it in the game? Now, I want to say, guys, one more time, this was on Reddit a month ago on November 9th, so I've not seen any videos on this. No one covered it. I searched it for by 30 minutes, just different keywords on YouTube. No videos on this, but if there is a video out there, then please make sure to leave a comment saying so. And all the information I got was off of the Call of Duty Zombies Reddit. So thank you guys all for watching. I just wanted to make a quick theory video on this and kind of tile the pieces together, because if you guys can think critically, you guys can kind of see how everything ties together. So thank you all for watching. My name is Ryan, and I'm out. Peace.